In this video, we'll look at 20 idioms with the verb get. So grab your notebook and let's begin. Our first idiom is get one's act together, and this means to start behaving more appropriately or effectively. Two examples with this idiom are, you need to get your act together if you hope to get a passing grade in this class. And let's get our acts together and clean up before our parents get home. To get on one's nerves or to get under one's skin means to annoy someone a lot. Two examples with this idiom are, he has a tendency to interrupt me when I'm speaking, and it really gets on my nerves. Another example is, his constant criticism really gets under my skin. Our idioms here, get out of one's face and get off one's case, both are used to tell someone to stop harassing, criticizing, annoying, or telling someone what to do. My first example says, I hope I never see you again for the rest of my life. Get out of my face. My second example says, can you please get off my case and stop nagging me about cleaning my room? Nagging means to constantly tell someone over and over again to do something that they probably don't want to do. Our idiom here, get out of hand, means to become difficult to control. The situation got out of hand when the protesters began throwing bottles at the police. And the students got out of hand when the teacher announced that their field trip was canceled. Our next idiom here, get a foot in the door or get one's foot in the door, means to enter a business or organization at a low level, but with the potential of being at a much better position in the future. She knew that getting a foot in the door at the prestigious law firm would be difficult, but she was determined to try. And this job doesn't pay much, but it's a chance to get my foot in the door. The next idiom on our list is to get a grip, and this means to make an effort to control your emotions and behave more calmly. The first sentence says, stop freaking out and get a grip. Everything is going to be okay. And my next example says, he needs to get a grip on his emotions before he does something he'll regret. To get to the bottom of something means to discover the real but sometimes hidden reason that something exists or happens. We need to get to the bottom of this problem before it gets any worse. And investigators are working to get to the bottom of the case and find out what happened to the missing funds. The idiom to get bent out of shape means to become angry, upset, or take offense. Don't get bent out of shape over such a small mistake. And our boss gets bent out of shape easily, and it causes a lot of unnecessary stress in the office. This idiom, get a life, is told to someone to express frustration with them because their life seems boring or they seem to care too much about unimportant things. My two examples say, she told him to stop being so obsessed with her and to get a life. This one says, he's always sitting at home playing video games. He needs to get a life and make some friends. Our idiom, get a load of something or get a load of someone, is used to draw attention to someone or something. This first example says, get a load of that car. It must have cost a fortune. A fortune is a large amount of money. The next example says, get a load of him. His first day working here, and he's already telling everyone how they should do their jobs. This idiom, to get a free ride, means to have an opportunity or advantage without having done anything to deserve it. The first example says, you can't just expect to get a free ride. You have to put in effort to succeed. The second example says, his parents are wealthy, so he's gotten a free ride his whole life. To get a kick out of something or someone means to be delighted or to be amused by something or someone. I can't help but get a kick out of watching him fumble his way through his presentation. To fumble your way through something means to do a really terrible job at it. And even as an adult, he gets a kick out of watching children's cartoons. Our idiom, get something off one's chest, means to tell someone about something that has been worrying you or making you feel guilty for a long time. I need to talk to you. I've been holding this in for too long and I need to get it off my chest. And I feel much better now that I've gotten that off my chest. To get one's head around something means to understand something. I can't seem to get my head around how to divide fractions. Could you explain it to me? And it took our staff a couple of weeks to get our heads around how to work efficiently from home during the pandemic. Our next idiom here, get something out of one's system, has two definitions. The first definition is to do something that one has been wanting to do so that one no longer feels a strong desire to do it. This example says, I've always talked about cycling around Lake Michigan. Maybe I'll do it this summer just to get it out of my system. Our second definition is to get rid of a strong emotion such as anger or sadness by doing something. He needed to go for a run to get some of his frustrations out of his system. To get up on the wrong side of the bed means to feel irritable, to be in a bad mood, to have a bad day from the start for no particular reason. He's been in a foul mood all morning. I think he must have gotten up on the wrong side of the bed. To be in a foul mood just means to be in a bad mood. Our idiom to get what's coming to someone means to get the punishment or the bad result that you deserve. He's been dishonest in his business dealings for years, and now he's finally getting what's coming to him. And she thinks she can take all the credit for the sale, even though so many of her colleagues helped. She'll get what's coming to her. Our idiom to get one's ass in gear means to start being active or prepare to do something, particularly when one is inactive. The coach told him to get his ass in gear if he wanted to make the team, which means to be good enough to join the team. I need to get my ass in gear and finish grading these tests so I don't have to grade them at home. This idiom, to get one's feet wet, means to get involved in something or experience something for the first time. She's new to the company, but she's eager to get her feet wet and take on some new responsibilities. And don't feel overwhelmed when starting a YouTube channel. Create some simple videos to get your feet wet and try to improve a little each time. Thank you for watching. I hope at least one of these idioms were new to you. Be sure to practice these the next time you are speaking with someone in English or down below in the comments. If you found this video helpful, hit those outstanding like and subscribe buttons. See you in the future.